Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to a quick little update here. So, what's going to happen is we are currently in the process of cleaning up here, and actually, we got, I'd say, at least a good 25% cleaned up and organized. So, as far as liquidating, I'm not sure if we're still going to proceed with that. A lot of the overflow that I had, I've actually sold a lot of it on the side. So, I was able to clean out two areas of the, or two properties that I was keeping half of my product in. So it's good to clean house. It's good to go through everything and just kind of straighten everything out, and that's exactly what needed to be done here. And we're pretty much to the end of that project. I got some new ideas that I'm going to try here. Maybe this fall, I'm thinking towards November, I might actually put the open sign outs and actually have like 9 to 5 hours. I've been saying this for the last year and a half. It's actually something I really want to try. So maybe we can make it happen, Lord willing. But first, there's a few things that I got to get straightened out with a few people. I got to get my finances back on the straight and narrow. I got to get back in the black first before we can really seriously get into this. But my plan for the next 5 years, if all goes well and we have a successful 4 years ahead of us, I would like to eventually hire a secretary, somebody to take calls, somebody to answer emails, meet with, or just kind of mind the office when I'm not in, and then maybe have a second technician on site as well. But I can't pull it off unless I got better cash flow coming through. At this point in time, this place is not really actually paying for itself. It's at this point in time, the other job that I'm currently doing is actually the only reputable source of income, paying the rent and all the other bills that are associated with. So there's a few things that really seriously need to change around here before I can continue on. And if I can't make a go of it, then the way things are now is just going to have to stay as is. But eventually, I like to make it a 9 to 5, 6 days, 7 days a week. Okay, maybe not 7 days a week, but at least 6 days a week. And then there's several other programs that I would like to introduce to the business, like a Recycle Saturday, where everybody brings their old computers and recycles. But instead of scrapping every single one of them out, I sit and go through each and every one, and then I would refurbish each machine, and any private data or anything, all those drives would get destroyed. I would run through a shredder. So just to keep the data from being breached and anything confidential being. So I would verify that everything would be taken care of professionally and confidential, but can't get ahead of myself right now. I'm just lucky to still be here yet. So on that note, but I am thinking about doing a few historical pieces here. Not a full-fledged museum, but maybe have a few exhibits on hand, like a few vintage, like Pentium 1, Windows 95, or Pentium 3, or maybe a Commodore 64 or something, but have it as a working display so people can actually sit and interact with it. This was like maybe 3-4 years ago. My ideal dream was to open like a 120-acre museum of all the oddball vintage computers and Windows stuff, Linux stuff, Macintosh, Commodore, Tandy, you name it. Have token ring stuff, but make it so that everybody can interact with it and get as much enjoyment out of it as I would. But I would have to win the Powerball at least 5 times to pull a stunt off like that. And I never advise buying lottery tickets. They can be addicting, and it's a 0.000000001% chance that you would actually win. And besides, you'd have to pay about 60% of taxes anyway, so you would lose 60% of. No, actually, you lose 40% of your earnings to the government. So my advice is don't waste your money on lottery tickets. Okay, we're going to get on to the second part. There was a viewer that had a question about a TV. I'm still working on making that video. It's just I just gotta bring my camera home. Either that or I could just bring a TV here to the office and demonstrate it on turning from cable mode to air mode. I think I'll do that video tomorrow. Sorry it's taking so long to get to that process. I just had a few things that kind of slowed me down, but I understand the frustration, and I do have family down in Florida that is going through the same dilemma that you are, and I understand how worried you are about the weather, and so that should be coming probably tomorrow night. If not, we'll do that tomorrow morning. Actually, I think I'll do that sometime between 9 and 12. So it'll be there. Just I gotta bring a TV with me. I'll swap a different one out for the day. So that's what we'll do for tomorrow. So on that note, I just want to thank everybody that's been doing business with me since 2016. We appreciate the business. We appreciate all the support that we've gotten from the community, local fire departments, local law enforcement, and a lot of the other businesses here in the community that support one another. It's nice to have. What's nice about the small town sector is when you got people that back each other up, and it's nice to have that camaraderie. So God bless everybody. Stay safe. Keep up for all law enforcement and sheriffs and city Manitowoc and all the other police departments in the state. Keep up the good work. I know it's not easy. It's times are getting worse. Things are getting dangerous. But to be honest, I got a lot of respect for the law enforcement for keeping our community safe, and even like for deputies and detectives and even like village constables or marshals, it's not an easy job. So take care, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.